Hello and welcome to the Untranslatable Podcast. We are here recording episode 111, coming to you with some obscure and absurd tourist attractions today. So this will be a fun episode. We hope all of you thrill seekers out there who are looking for an absurd or obscure place to see will have a couple places to go after this episode. So here to help me with that today is the man with the plan. I don't know what rhymes with obscure, so we'll just leave it at that. My buddy Jared, what's going on, Jared?
The man with a plan, and the cure.
Too obscure?
Well, yeah, I could have done that better. All right, let's start over. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But spread a little love to a poor podcast that can't even put together a sentence. And give us 5-star reviews on iTunes and Stitcher. Follow us, Instagram, Untranslatable Podcast. Follow us on Twitter, Untranslatable1, the number 1. That's where the song of the pod is posted. That's where the episodes are posted. That's where important things happening in this world are retweeted and tweeted from me. And then also email us, untranslatablepodcast@gmail.com, or our website, www.http://www.untranslatablepodcast.com. Filled with untranslatables. So, we've been back here for a bit. Here in Michigan is where here is. And it's been nice having a house. I like having a house. I like having a deck. Like, it's not even really a deck. It's just like an open area in the front where I can sit. I've been taking my IKEA chair because I still don't have my stuff. And I've just been sitting on the deck. It's been great. But, like, everyone talks to you.
Yeah, it's been deck sitting weather, but you're that new neighbor, so people are going to be real friendly with you.
It's kind of nice. I never knew my neighbors. I mean, I met, like, a couple of them, but I never really knew them. And, like, the people that live across the street from me, one of them came home and she, like, walked over and says, "Hi, blah, 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 blah. My name is..." her name, I really don't remember. I don't fully remember what it is, and I feel like I shouldn't say it either way. But she's a spy. But
she's a spy.
We had like a conversation about like, if you need someone to get your Amazon package because they're here, blah blah blah, and welcome to the neighborhood. And then she went inside, and then like 3 minutes later, her husband came home, and I had to do it all over again.
Oh dang! Okay.
But even like just people that aren't neighbors that walk by, it's a lot of waving. It's a lot of mornings, afternoons.
Some greetings. Yeah. That's kind of nice though. I like that.
I do like it, but it is like I forgot. I don't know. I just you don't get it as much. But
it's different city living. Yeah,
it's very
Philly?
Even people that don't say anything still will like wave.
Right. I like the head nod, just the subtle.
That's only the black people.
I'm not cool enough yet for that.
No.
Probably never, but that's okay. Yep. I do like to do the wave, that's for sure.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it. It's kind of nice. Kind of makes me feel like you're in some sort of Disney movie or something.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Midwest, as they say, right?
Thank you. Thank you. Also, I think I'm a little sick of all this waving because, I was bragging to you about my air mattress, remember?
Yep.
And a couple days ago, I found out that it's no longer keeping air for some reason.
Oh, no. When does your bed comes in on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so for the past, 2 or 3 days at this point, I've just, made do with waking up at, 5 in the morning with a completely flat bed.
Oh.
It's a little painful now. I have a couple more days.
Okay.
And I thought I could make it last, but it's starting to deflate faster. So I think what I'm going to do instead, what's even better than waking up on a almost fully deflated air mattress.
Sleeping on the floor?
Yeah, I'm just gonna flat take all the air out of it,
okay.
rather than roll into it and sleep in this
weird position.
I feel tight now. I feel like I need a massage. Have you ever gotten a massage?
I have. Yeah, they feel great.
Okay, yeah,
it's worth it for sure.
I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a pain. Like it's a good pain. Like it hurts so good.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Especially when they crack get the knots out of your back.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's some good stuff right there.
Have you seen the video on I don't know, YouTube or whatever the kids watch videos today, where the guy's trying to crack the girl's back, so he stands on her back while she's lying on the
No, I've not.
lying on a wood floor, and it was not a good sounding crack. It sounded like a broken rib crack.
Ooh. Yeah, be careful when you're massaging your friends, people. Be careful. That's for sure.
Yeah, take extreme precautions. Have the proper licensing.
That's right.
But yeah, it's a rough life I'm living these days, and like I considered buying a new mattress, and I was like, I got like 3 days left.
Yeah.
That's all. Also, I'll just come to your place.
There you go. That works. We got comfy beds for you. That's for
true.
sure.
That's true. Oh my gosh. But yeah, other than that, have you gone to any concerts yet since you've been back?
Just some like small live stuff, but nothing super fancy yet.
What sort of areas have you been going to? Have you experienced?
Just like in Ann Arbor, like a week ago, there was a couple, like some live music there. I don't even remember who it was now. So yeah, but I'm hoping to go to more. I've really been trying to get everything set up here so I can play music here. And
what you're gonna like as a venue? You mean?
No, just for kicks and giggles.
Oh, okay. I've been here a good bit since we've been back. What have you been doing to make this the ultimate place? Because it looks the same every time I come over.
Well, that's because it's already set up properly. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Okay.
You know, no, I've just been trying to fix up some of my old guitars and stuff, and played a little bit of FIFA. You know, but Do you
play FIFA by yourself?
Once in a while, but mostly with friends.
Yeah, it's not as fun by yourself.
No, you can't trash talk, man.
No, it's just yelling into to the abyss. Mm-hmm. That's not healthy.
No, that's true. You don't want to be yelling out into the abyss. That's for sure. But one thing we do like to yell out into the abyss is when we
spread a little love. That's very true.
So let's yell some good vibes into the abyss. How about that? And I'm going to start out with kind of an interesting one. This goes out to Erdogan and also to Turkey because they are soon to having a tree planting holiday, dedicating a whole day to plant trees throughout the country after officials and the president responded to the call that went viral on Twitter. So using Twitter to...
What was the call?
To have a holiday dedicated to planting trees in Turkey.
So you get the day off?
Ooh, I don't know. Let's find out, Jared. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I know, got an idea. Why don't we declare a tree planting holiday? This is on Twitter. Let's set aside a day for 82 million people in the country, including the children and the elderly, to plant trees. Let's set an example to the world and hand down a green country to the upcoming generations. I guess Sahin said in the Twitter post that went viral and grabbed the attention of the Turkish officials. So yeah, I don't know if they have the day off. It does not say here on this article, but hopefully they do, and hopefully they plant lots of trees over there in Turkey. Good work.
Yeah, all right. Mine's a good thing, and it's very good, I would say. But, well, anyway, this involved. Remember those that shooting in New Zealand, the Christchurch shooting?
Yep.
New Zealanders have since been handing in guns. New Zealanders have started handing over their semi-automatic weapons as part of a buyback scheme following a ban after the Christchurch attacks. Gun reforms were enacted after a gunman shot dead a bunch of people at 2 mosques in March 1951. Saturday's handover in Christchurch was the first of more than 250 collections to be held across the country. More than 433,600 New Zealand dollars were handed out for these guns. That's 230,000 euros. Was paid in compensation to how many guns? Guess how many guns?
Oh man, I don't know, 500,000?
No.
No.
You're so bad at this game.
I am terrible. What is it?
169 firearms.
That's oh wow. No way.
Wait, hold on. No, excuse me. That's how many people got paid. How many guns do you think it was?
I don't know. 4,000?
224 weapons.
Nowhere close. Okay.
Yeah, it really makes mine sound not that great. Never mind. This is not a... No, I'm kidding.
It's better to lowball it, I guess, huh?
The weapons were destroyed. Christchurch shooting... yeah, so I just think it's interesting that people like that people are turning them in. People that I guess in theory don't have to.
Right.
No one would know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's also always hard to be the first one to do stuff like that too.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, that's great for them though, for sure. Shout out to our people in New Zealand.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh, well. Oh, that's too funny. So now mine goes out to India, and apparently fishermen in India have been taking the plastic out of the sea and have been using it to rebuild roads in India, which I think is fantastic. So fishermen in the southern state of Kerala are taking on the battle to cut the level of plastic waste in the oceans. So it's absolutely fantastic that they're taking action into their own hands and doing something with all this plastic in the ocean as well. The fact that they are being practical with it is fantastic. And just so you know, Jared,
you can do everything with plastic, by the way. Plastic isn't everything, and it can... Like, you can make full cars out of plastic.
Houses.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boats.
Yep. Clothing.
Yes. Yeah. Kitchenware.
Yep. Tupperware.
Yeah, that's a part of kitchenware. Yeah. No, I already covered that. You have to do different.
Oh, I can't do that one. Bummer. Okay, but yeah, plastic is versatile. It's great they're using this. And there are actually over 34,000 kilometers of plastic roads in India, which is absolutely
fantastic. Say that again,
fantastic.
34,000?
34,000 kilometers.
Wow.
Of plastic roads. So there you go. So big ups to the Indian fishermen.
I wonder how those things feel. Like, are they quality roads? What color are they?
Well, let's.
You got to imagine that they're not going to be like white because it's super sunny there.
They're probably black.
Yeah, why would they be white?
They're probably black. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they could be whatever color they wanted. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, they look like regular roads.
Like roads. Yeah. Who would have thought?
Right.
They look like roads.
Cool. Well, big ups to India on that one.
Yeah, big ups. Do you? Why are you making me say big ups? I was like big ups. Why would I say that? It looks like you have another one.
I do.
All right.
But first, Jared, can I ask you? Do you have any up dog?
What's up, dog?
Not much, man. Not much. Okay, so we're spreading some love to our brothers and sisters in Kenya who have been replenishing their forests using, this sounds crazy, but it's true, slingshots, and they are basically shooting these, slingshots with seeds to plant trees all over Kenya.
Quirky.
Why? There's not a... okay, great.
Yeah. So
why slingshots?
Well, so basically...
I mean, it's fun, I'm sure.
Right. Well, so they were first used as a hunting tool, but then they realized
that... seems rough.
What?
Using it as a hunting tool. Doesn't that seem tough? I mean, I know they did.
Yeah. I mean, you get birds with it, small animals with a slingshot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta do with what you...
That's
got,
true.
You know?
That's true.
But now they're using them to plant trees, which is awesome. They had these little pellet things they can slingshot with seeds and stuff, and they sling them out into the forest. And
but how far? That's the only thing where it's like, you're like, they can't go that far.
You never know, dude. Slingshots can be pretty powerful.
Well, I understand that, but there's like a limited range on it, is what I'm saying. So you're just planting a whole bunch of trees like in a circle around you.
I mean, you can move around with the slingshot, can't you?
Yeah, no. I mean, listen. I'm thinking large scale here. I don't see the how this is a sustainable way of doing it. This just sounds like fun.
Dude, it's fun, and they're doing something good for the environment.
Okay,
it's a little twofer right there.
You're right.
You betcha.
You're right. Good job.
So spreading the love out to Kenya. That's absolutely fantastic. And we'll end it there for today. let's get into what we do here best, Jared.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it is. Hopefully you know what time it is.
I had to start it up like an old Buick.
I'm not sure when the actual cuckoo clock will go. But we'll find out.
Exactly 23 minutes is going to be my guess.
All right, we'll find out.
This is the untranslatable owl coming from my phone and not the real thing, which is a mere 5 feet away from us, would you say? 6, 7 feet away from us?
Somewhere around there.
That's what it sounds like, and I'm sure it'll interrupt us at some point. So,
That's right.
Stay tuned.
Well, Jared, have you been doing any Spanish lately?
No, I haven't been watching any of my story. I'm overwhelmed with this whole having a job thing.
That's fair. That is fair. I can't fault you on that. That's for sure. Well, Jared, we're going to practice your Spanish a little bit right now because I have a Spanish untranslatable for you.
Okay.
And it is mal de puerco. Puerco is pig.
And mal is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Bad pig.
Or, well, you would... sorry, this
Pig
is my
of bad.
fault. No, that was that was right. But you would say, tengo mal de puerco. I have a bad pig.
I have a bad pig. A stomach ache?
Ooh, you're very close.
Okay. An annoying...
What do pigs do?
They oink. You have a sore throat.
Yes, they do oink. When do they oink the most?
Oh, when they're horny?
I was thinking when they were eating a lot of food, but hey.
Oh, like I'm really hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
No, not you're really hungry. You've overeaten.
Oh, I'm stuffed.
Yeah, basically you're stuffed.
I have a bad pig.
Or it's basically like that feeling you get, to all of our American listeners out there, that feeling you get after Thanksgiving Day when you eat all that food and you just lay down on the couch.
Unbutton your pants.
Yep, and fall asleep. Or you should be wearing pants with an elastic waistband on Thanksgiving.
True. That was
Come on.
Amateur hour.
That's
I'm
true.
kind of embarrassed right now.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, that's a good point. Only elastic pants. Mm-hmm. Who are you trying to impress? It's just your family and some girlfriend that's not going to be there next year. My first one is Swiss German.
Ooh.
And I have the question and response kind of thing.
Okay.
How do emphas? Emphasa.
No idea.
How do emphas?
Do you have a fas?
Do you have in the barrel?
Oh, duh, barrel. Yeah, fas is barrel. Okay. Mm-hmm. So do you have it in the barrel?
Do you have in the barrel? Uh-huh. There's no really no it in that sentence.
Okay.
And then the response is emphasa.
And I have it, or in the barrel, have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To have it in the barrel, yeah.
That's like you got all your ducks in a row. You got control of everything. Everything's going good.
But it's a call and response. So how would you do a call and response in English? That would replicate.
Is there one?
How to emphas? Yeah, there's a pretty clear one. Emphasasa.
Okay, what is it?
Do you have in the barrel?
No. The English one.
I have it in the barrel.
That's just what you'd say in English?
Do you understand? Is what it is.
Do you? Aha. Okay, I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So the answer to you would have been no. I don't have.
That is true. That's true. Well, Jared, this next one is Icelandic.
I'm scared to give examples now because I've realized I'm so terrible at them. I just tell you what they are.
Only the last few episodes.
That's true.
If you check out our older episodes, you were the king of examples. I think it's because I intimidate him people by just staring at him when he gives me the untranslatables. My next one, though, for you, Jared, is Icelandic. Ik kem alveg af fjöllum, which is I come completely from the mountains. Do you know this one?
I come completely from the mountains. Listen, I don't know what's going on here. I'm innocent. I'm not. This is an A and B conversation, so I'm going to see my way out of it. I'm not involved.
You're not involved?
Yeah.
The judges aren't happy with that one. You could be involved, but maybe you don't have the barrel.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, when you
Okay.
don't understand. I come from the mountains.
What language is this?
Icelandic.
Okay.
Eg kem alveg af fjölum. Probably didn't say that right, but hey.
I think that's it. I think that's it.
Felt good. Felt good. Icelandic is a beautiful language, by the way. I wish I could speak it, but maybe one day.
So, I have been eavesdropping on conversations around me, and one of them was regarding a Italian untranslatable, and I literally just was listening to the conversation. And I was, and I wrote
Just
it down
writing
on my
into your phone, all stealth mode. Nice.
And it's Italian, and it's in bocca al lupo.
Something in the mouth.
Yeah. Do you know what lupo is?
No.
Wolf.
So, what, the wolf of a mouth? The mouth of a wolf?
In the mouth of a wolf. In bocca al lupo.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got some authentic input there.
Many fregista.
So this
In
is
the
like
mouth of the wolf.
this is like when you're.
In bocca al lupo.
I mean, I feel like it's like when you're in the lion's den, when it's like something dangerous is about to happen. No?
You're on the right track, but I can't give that to you. The judges are like giving me the finger across the neck.
So
But
what you're saying is
you're
in
very close. You're hold on. So,
Are you saying I'm in the mouth of the wolf right now?
no, I'm saying that yes, you're right. But if you were if you were going into like a big situation like that, I would say in the mouth of the wolf to you as I sat back and watched.
Oh, like good luck?
There you go.
No way. That means good luck.
Nada.
Yeah.
In Italian. Okay.
I read somewhere. No, I don't know if this is true because I just read it on the internet.
Okay.
It's not meme news, but that's still not saying much. In Italy, it's considered rather unlucky to actually wish someone good luck in the literal way by saying
Good luck.
buona fortuna. Don't say that.
Ooh.
You're gonna sound like no, not ooh. I'm gonna.
You make
someone
it
will be
sound
like,
good.
Hey, what'd you just say to me?
Right.
And I gotta throw some soul over my shoulder.
That's fair. That is fair. Well, Jared,
That was terrifying.
my last
I
one,
forgot
Jared.
people can't hear that. Okay, I
So-
gotta go take a shower.
So, what Jared is reacting on is
Why did that sound so terrible?
because it's Icelandic and they don't have
Hey, listen,
someone's
that's not
voice.
what I meant. Oh, so it's
Yeah,
just a
so
computer
to all
putting
of our
together.
Icelandic listeners out there, record some for Google because it sounds like a robot right now. But it is
I wonder if they could understand that.
the computer speak
No, Finnish people. Finnish, you said?
Icelandic.
I wonder if Icelandic people could understand that.
Probably. It's like our goofy sounding computer talk
Okay.
on a translator. Anyways, rusinan I pisledanum is raisins in the sausage in Icelandic.
Oh, there's like a hair in the butter. There's something going on here. Something fishy's happening.
Nope. Came in real confident with that one, buddy, but no.
Say it again.
Rusinan I pisudanum. Pisudanum.
I meant the translation, but I'm glad.
The raisin in the sausage.
Is that like that's like the cherry on top? That's the,
Oh, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. It's basically, like that like happy surprise that you get, right? Or like the cherry on top.
Okay.
I'd say that's fair. Cherry on top.
People have different tastes, you know?
That's true.
I have one more and it's Swedish. Onti herat. Hair hurts.
Hair hurts.
Yeah.
Is that like you're mentally exhausted?
Yes, you're on the right track, but why are you mentally exhausted?
Because you've been pulling your hair out.
No.
So your hair hurts. No?
Well, pulling your hair out is a answer to like something. You know what I mean?
So like you're stressed out?
No, you were closer before.
Okay. What is
So
it?
like if you keep drinking those beers, your hair's gonna hurt tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to be a little hungover?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to regret that tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice. Well, Jared,
Slipping on Gator.
I think it's time for us to get a little weird. And let's talk about some of these obscure tourist attractions around the world.
Okay.
And I think this will be a good opportunity, a good opportunity for a lot of people as well if they have any obscure tourist attractions that we did not mention this episode. Let us know at untranslatablepodcast@gmail.com, and we would love to see what other obscure tourist attractions you know of. But let's share some that we've been doing some homework on. What do you got for us today, Jared?
Do you like roller coasters?
Not a big roller coaster guy.
Really?
Nope.
Do you get like embarrassed to say that to people all the time?
Not really. It's just not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea.
So like if you were to go to Cedar Point, which is in Ohio, but it's one of the greatest roller coasters places.
Amusement parks.
There we go.
Yeah.
This side of the Mississippi. What would a day at Cedar Point look like to you?
Eating cotton candy all day. Just blue cotton candy. Just that's it. That's all I'm doing now. I don't know. I'd probably go on some of the rides. I don't know. It just...
Like the corkscrew?
Sure. The little baby ones, I'll take them.
The Magnum?
I don't even...
Not even the Millennium Force, but the Magnum.
Definitely not the Millennium Force.
The Magnum was like the big one before the Millennium Force.
Was it? Okay. Yeah. See, I wouldn't know. I clearly wouldn't know.
Well, I asked because you're clearly not the right person for this. But
no.
Have you heard of Action Park?
I have not. What's Action Park?
So Action Park was one of the most dangerous water parks in the world. How do you feel about water parks?
I enjoy them.
Yeah?
Go down the slide.
I don't like water parks.
Lazy River, my man.
They
Tube it up.
Yeah, it's just kind of gross. I just have a generally gross feeling when I'm at a water park.
A lot of pee in those pools, no.
I mean, that's true.
Is it really? Doesn't it turn blue? Doesn't it like...
No, you know that's not true. No,
that's not? Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
So first of all, you're telling me... You expect me to believe two things here. First, that your entire knowledge of peeing in pools is based off of that movie, the Grown Ups or whatever it was.
I mean, you weren't told that before that movie came out?
No.
Really?
No.
Huh.
And also, are you also telling me that you've never peed in a pool before?
Mm-mm. No?
No, you're not telling me that is what you're saying.
I have never peed in a pool. No?
Okay.
What, have you?
No, I haven't either.
Anyways, tell me about this water
You
park.
peed in a pool before in your life? Is that what you're going to tell me right now?
I've never peed in a pool, no.
Even when I was like a kid?
No. You pee in the bathroom, my man. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy.
How about a lake?
I've peed in a lake or two.
Okay, how about an ocean?
Oh, I don't... Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
So it's just the contained pools that you have a problem with.
I guess. I don't know.
The thing about, I guess, also being at like a beach is it's like, I'm already here. I'm not like you gotta walk all the way over. Like I'm not for, or you gotta do a public bathroom in your bathing suit. You're in a contained space. You're scared to touch anything. I'm not really one to pee in a pool anymore these days, especially as an adult. But I'm not gonna say I haven't peed in a pool as a younger boy. But I probably wouldn't do that today. But I'd probably pee in a lake more readily than I would. I don't like oceans.
Anyways.
Action Park, a water park, opened in Vernon, New Jersey in 1978. Action Park was one of the first modern water parks in the United States. Founder and CEO Gene Mulhill's philosophy was that amusement park visitors should be in control of their experience, envisioning a park where patrons managed the rides, including how fast and how high they went, and that's exactly what he created at Action Park. One extreme example was the park's Alpine Slide, which has been described as an old park regular. Have you ever seen... You've been to Colorado before.
I've been on those things before.
I've been on those things too.
The Alpine Slides are great. But yes, Alpine Slides are the bee's knees. I think they still have them around, don't they?
They do still have them around. I don't know the last time I've been on them, but I've certainly been on them. And they're a lot of fun, and you can control your destiny with those things. But the thing about them is that if you've done them more than once, you're bound to have at least... real smooth there, Chief. You're bound to at least one time here get one of those...
the burns?
The burns.
Oh, yeah, the burns from those things are not good.
And so anyway, it's funny that this is one of the first examples because these still exist and I've done them a bunch of times.
Yeah, the Alpine Slides are awesome.
But I can imagine that they're dangerous. So I always wonder how more shit doesn't go down.
Just got to be careful. I don't know.
It was described by an old action park regular as essentially a giant track to rip people's skin off that was disguised as a kid's ride. That's true.
Yeah, they're not
The
wrong.
slide featured a long cement and fiberglass-filled track, and visitors rode down in a wheel device. And the only thing that there was to slow you down was like a little pull thingy that pulled out like a piece of rubber that slowed down with friction. I think it would
Didn't slow you down as much as your skin, though.
Ooh. There were on that ride. There were okay. There were 26 serious head injuries and 14 fractured attributes to the Alpine Slide. Fractures, attributed.
That is no bueno.
One of the park's most notable attractions was the Tidal wave pool, one of the first to open in the United States, which quickly became one of the most dangerous rides in the park, nicknamed the Grave Pool. It was filled with fresh water.
The Grave Pool?
The Grave Pool.
Oh, jeez.
It was filled with fresh water, not seawater, which made patrons less buoyant and left strong swimmers and non-swimmers alike literally in over their heads as waves that could reach 40 inches at high blast.
Ooh.
The 12 lifeguards on duty rescued on average 30 people a day on high traffic weekends.
Oh my God! Wow.
But the most infamous of the rides at Action Park was the Cannonball Loop, an enclosed water slide with a complete vertical loop. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, a loop.
I thought you were telling me to wrap it up.
Nope. A loop. Nope.
I was like,
you're
wow.
Good. No, that's a loop right there. You better watch yourself.
An enclosed water slide with a complete vertical loop. According to one urban legend, when park owners sent a dummy doll on a test run of the ride, it came back with no head.
Oh,
Gene Mulvihill offered his employees $100 to test out new rides, including the Cannonball Loop. And despite employees winding up with bloody noses and bruises, he opened the ride. One person even remembers hearing that a patron got stuck on the top of the loop, causing the park to build a hatch to aid in future rescues. Just a month after it opened, and after countless injuries were reported, it was shut down by the Advisory Board on Carnival Amusement Ride Safety.
Doesn't surprise me.
Today, the dude's son admits that they never quite perfected that one.
I guess
you don't
not.
say. It wasn't just the thrill of the dangerous rides that kept kids coming back summer after summer. It was also... sorry, I got thrown aback by me losing to you in FIFA. It was also the park's anything goes, choose your own adventure mentality. Then underage visitors remember being able to drink beer freely and run through the park without a care or much in the way of adult supervision. In fact, doctors who treated the many injuries incurred at the park noted most people were intoxicated regardless of their age. The employees,
Naughty
including
kids.
Mulhill's own 5 children, were often teenagers themselves, having as good a time as the patrons. Ooh.
I'm sure there were. Oh, that's funny. My first one for you, Jared, is the Washlet Museum in Kitayushu, Japan, which is basically a brilliantly designed...
Hold on, let me guess.
Yeah?
Can I guess?
Sure.
I think I know what that is.
What is it?
I haven't looked this up, by the way. I haven't seen this one. Is that like a very impressive bidet? Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Yep. So it is basically...
Have you ever used a bidet?
I have not, no.
Okay. I had one in my house in Germany for 4 years, and I never used it.
Yeah, me either. Me either.
I don't understand how you wouldn't get your pants wet, too.
Yeah, beats me.
Anyway. Tell me about the washlet.
So the Washlet Museum in Kitakyushu, Japan, is this museum dedicated to the robotic toilet, which opened apparently in December to celebrate the centennial of Toto, the innovation behind the washlet. This museum, take a guess how much the museum cost, Jared.
As a ticket?
No. Like how to build and have the museum.
$3 billion.
40 million. 40
Pull the
million.
chat on that one.
Yep, 40 million.
That's not that much.
40 million for a museum?
Did they build the building too?
I have no idea.
I mean, it seems like a big museum for bidets. Now that I think about that,
That's right. You better believe it. You better believe
how
it.
much do you need to show off the art of bidets?
Dude, this is their culture, man. I don't know.
Listen, no disrespect.
None whatsoever.
We love our Japanese listeners.
This is amazing technology, man.
And your butts are clearly cleaner than ours. Just you guys are way ahead of us there. So I admit it. Fine.
So would you go to the Washlet Museum, Jared?
I'll tell you this: if I was going to try a bidet for the first time, it would be one of those bathrooms.
Oh, for sure. In one of those robotic Japanese
Or maybe
toilets.
they have kind of like, in Australia. Nope. In Ireland, they have the Blarney Stone that everyone kisses. I wonder if they have like the Blarney bidet that everyone can use.
Probably.
Okay.
You better believe it.
I don't know why I had to take it there. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. Do you have another one?
I do. The next one, if you are a fan of chewing gum, head over to Seattle.
I'm not a fan of chewing gum.
You're not?
I mean, I don't hate it.
But you don't love it either.
I don't like see people to put it in their mouth and I'm like, ugh, fool. But I don't chew gum. When people offer it to me, I almost never take it.
Well, Jared.
You like chewing gum. You always think you're about to make out with someone. You always tell me that.
Okay,
Never know when you're going to make out with someone.
That is not at all what I tell you, Jared.
Wintergreen.
You got to have that
baby.
fresh breath.
This is
fresh
just as good
breath,
as brushing
baby.
your teeth.
I do not say that either. God damn it, Jared. But anyways, in Seattle, you can go to the gum wall. And this is...
Yeah. Is that really for fans of gum, though?
I don't know. Looks interesting, though. I mean, look at it. It just looks crazy.
Would you say it looks cool? Or can you admit that it's also gross?
It's a little gross, yeah.
Like,
there's a lot of germs on that
and
wall.
maybe there's something to it, like, you can turn anything into art, but it's a little gross.
Just a little. But hey, we're doing weird and obscure stuff today, and I thought that would be a little obscure. So there you go.
So the good thing about doing, we talk a lot about road trips, and the good thing about doing road trips is that if you're in Europe, the longest one's not going to be that far away. But if you need to stop, and you're in somewhere in the UK, how about you make it a tourist destination and go to the Barack Obama Plaza?
What exactly is this?
This modest... I don't even want to... Modest? Come on. Invest some money into this plaza. Have some respect. Put a little respect on my name. Oh, there you go. This modest plaza in Moneygall, Ireland, has crashed in on its distant connection. Has cashed and not crashed. I was like, what? Has cashed in on its distant connection to the U.S. president. The entirety of this plaza is a tribute to the first U.S. president to ever have roots in Moneygall, described by tour guide as Obama's ancestral home. All right, fuck you for that. But yeah, you can go. You can learn some stuff about Obama while you're getting some petrol and some chips. No, excuse me, some crisps.
Some crisps.
Yeah, some of those gross like cabbage flavored.
Do they really have that over there?
They're not called Lays over there. What are they called?
I've never been over there.
Lays. The people that are English get Walkers.
Really? Walkers crisps. We're taking a look right now.
Well, that's not it. Anyway, keep going. Oh, that is it. See, that's Lays. Those are Lays.
Oh, yeah.
British Lays. Walkers. A snonking good pickled onion Walker.
Cheeky Nando's and a Walkers.
What's a cheeky Nando?
Never heard. Oh, man.
No, I'm so glad you didn't just make that word up.
I'll explain that to you later because our next spot on the obscure
cheeky Nando
list
sounds like a nickname for someone.
Kind of doesn't it? But that's not what it is. I'll explain it to you later. But my next one is close to home, at least for me, maybe not so much for you. But Hell, Michigan, USA. I have to say there's a couple really, really good ice cream places. And people from Michigan will go there. And it's funny, there's one ice cream place It's got all the like Halloween decorations and stuff. And then you can buy like the t-shirt like "See you in hell, Michigan," like all this goofy touristy stuff, right? But it's kind of cool. And the ice cream's pretty good.
Where is Hell, Michigan in relation to where we are?
It's only about a 25-minute drive. But I can't give you the cardinal directions.
Really?
No, I cannot. I could drive you there, but I couldn't tell you what the cardinal directions are.
Pick up the stuff and
Move to hell right here.
Wait.
10 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Looks like it's north of us. Just in case you were wondering.
You know, we were in Germany recently. And do you like the Olympics? Do you watch the Olympics? What are your favorite
Sometimes, once in a while.
Who do you root for in the Olympics? Only the US?
Whatever athletes that are badass and deserve to win.
Can you name some of your favorite athletes that you've watched in recent history? Just throw out some names and countries.
Wow, really putting me on the spot here, Jared.
I'm trying to make a segue that you're not gonna. Since you seem to have so much interest in Germany and in the Olympics, I can tell you should visit Wustermark, Deutschland. Have you heard of that city?
I have not.
Berlin is a hot travel destination to these days, but little known to most tourists and even many Germans. On the edge of the city lie the chilling abandoned remains of Hitler's Olympic Village, built for so-called Nazi Games of 1936. Those skinny, tall athletes must have sucked. Those games must have been pathetic. Hitler was watching this. He's like, "There's no way we're gonna win this war." Jeez. That guy can barely jump without breaking an ankle. The site remains a crumbling remnant of sportsmanship and a history its host country would like to forget. See, now it's interesting. How do you feel about that being up in relation to people complaining, for example, about Confederate monuments? Chad.
You're really asking me the big questions today, aren't you, buddy?
Should they knock this place down? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is, to be honest. I don't really know. I mean, it's hard for me to say. You know, I mean, I think the Confederate monuments should be knocked down because they lost the war. And also, the Nazis also lost the war, though. Yeah.
Well, here know. You have nothing to add. No, I'm kidding. A lot of the Confederate monuments, at least from what I've heard, were also put up like in the 60s.
Yeah.
Like this stuff is like original from the time. Like it wasn't like oh we're messing with history. It's like this isn't history. This was put up in the 50s or 60s. Right. Way past the end of this.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Right. Hard to say. But Jared, if you want to lighten things up a little bit, you can head to Middleton, Wisconsin and go to the National Mustard Museum. You a mustard guy, Jared?
More and more these days.
Okay.
I cook with it. Like, it's good to if you make a homemade balsamic, it's good to put a little, I'm classy, so I'll get the Dijon.
There you go, people. Mustard. You heard it. Heard it here first.
It's good. It's nice to whip a little bit of that in there. Excuse me. So I'll do that. But, like, I'm not really, like, a mustard on the hot dog person, but I would do it.
You would do it. What about a coney dog?
Not a huge fan of coney dogs. I don't like messy dogs. I also
Jared's a clean guy, people. He doesn't like to get his hands too dirty.
Not only do I not like messy dogs, but I don't like I don't like a fry that's gonna get destroyed by sogginess. That actually makes
soggy
me
fries
angry.
are no good.
So I don't like chili cheese fries. I don't like fries with a heavy amount of stuff on top of them because that's gonna be a whole bunch of soggy fries.
So to make a long story short, Jared, you do enjoy mustard once in a while.
Yeah, sure.
So Jared, if you wanted to go to this mustard museum, there is a collection of prepared mustards from over. Take a guess how many countries around the world?
63.
60. Very good. That was a very Jared guess.
What? Perfect?
Close to perfect. Oh. Don't toot your own too much, buddy. But yeah. But the cool thing is you can actually try samples of these apparently new and antique mustards around the world. I don't know about you. I'm not going to be trying to get too antique with it.
Is aged mustards, are those a thing? Like, ooh, aged.
I don't know.
Or is that just
mustard
rotten mustard?
would I don't know.
Dijon, as far as I know, does not last that long. It only lasts for maybe a couple months.
I don't think mustard is like wine. Yes, come see my fine mustard. It has been aged for 20
years.
years.
Just pass out.
Right, exactly. But yeah, so check that out. That looks interesting.
Yeah. You know what's something that I always wanted to do? Now, you can do this too. I always, at Albion, the school we went to, there was always the talk about there being a whole tunnel system under there.
Yep.
Have you ever seen those tunnels?
At Albion?
Yeah.
No.
I've gotten a peek down there.
It was a part of the Underground Railroad, wasn't it?
Sure.
Or I thought they used it for that, maybe.
Hey, I believe you. I just didn't hear that, but
That's fair.
I believe you.
Anyways, the tunnels.
I feel like that would be like a cool tourist attraction. I wonder if they could open it up as a tourist attraction, or if there's too much liability and it's not
Probably
worth it.
a lot of liability. I'm sure you'd have to get lights installed down there.
I think there are lights down there in some of the spots. I think so.
Okay. That sounds cool though.
Yeah. Have you what's your level of? You seem to be a safe boy. Mm-hmm. What's your sort of level of excitement are you looking for from a vacation? Like, what's the most? Where's the most you take your excitement level?
Nowadays, it's relaxing time, my man.
If you were gonna take an extreme vacation of some sort,
okay,
what would be your go-to activity? Like that, even if you don't know how to do it, what would you most likely want to learn?
Oh wow, man, you have come prepared and some today with these questions. Kudos to you. I'm using that to buy myself a little time to think here.
Yeah, I was like, what? Thank you.
I mean, I can kind of
not the time.
I can kind of kayak, but it would be cool to like kayak down some big rivers. Mm-hmm. That would be fun. Don't know if I would be brave enough to do whitewater rafting. Probably not.
It's not that bad.
It's not?
You can easily. I mean, I'm sure there are tougher areas than I've done.
Okay.
But you can certainly do stuff that is not concerning at all. I've done it a bunch in Colorado.
Okay. So there you go. I don't know.
I bet probably less dangerous than those damn Alpine Slides.
That's true. That is true. That's for sure. Why do you ask though, Jared?
Because I fancy a good hike. I've done some crazy, not crazy, but I never where I thought I'd die, but I've done some fun hikes in various places around the world. And I would like to consider doing, if I had a chance, I would consider doing Kilimanjaro. But I don't think I would try to do Everest. That just seems foolish.
Well, you've heard, at least the word on the street is, this isn't meme news, but this is hearsay, so I will warn you. But on Mount Everest, there's so many people climbing it. They have lines of people waiting to get up, and people have died in the lines.
Chad's acting like I was just going to say that with no sort of follow-up news. Interesting. I heard something similar.
Did you?
And this is not meme news. That's true. And there's also been, I think, a documentary that came out recently about it on Netflix. I haven't watched it, but I learned about the documentary through meme news. Another mountaineer has died after summiting Mount Everest, bringing the death toll for the 2019 climbing season to 11 people. Granted, at this point, it's May 28th, 2019. Not today, when this article came out, just to be clear. We don't storm that far back.
Nope.
American attorney... that's the guy that died. After reaching the top of Everest on the Nepalese side of the mountain in the morning, Mira Achura, the director of Nepal's tourism department, told CNN, "Man, just imagine your job being the director of tourism, and such a big part of your job, especially this year, being telling you that someone else died, some other person that thought they could handle it. Someone else thought they could handle it."
Right.
This is what happens. What if that's what the director said?
I don't get why people want to climb Everest so badly. I'm sure it's cool, but like
it's kind of cliche at this point.
Yeah, a little bit. You know what's not cliche though, Jared?
What's not cliche?
Going to the Hammer Museum in Haines, Alaska.
MC Hammer?
No.
Can't touch this.
You can touch this because this is a museum filled with over 2,000 hammers. And some hammers date back to ancient times.
Is that what it looks like, what I'm looking at right now?
Yep, this is the Hammer Museum right
here. That
here.
looks like someone's house in Alaska.
It does. That has become
Oh, that's
a hammer
great.
museum.
I just noticed.
Yeah.
That giant hammer right
Yep,
there.
there's a giant hammer in front of the place.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it looks like a cute little old house, but
Yeah, it does.
there are some ancient hammers in there, and
That sounds cool.
yeah. So there you go. If you're into fixing things, check out the Hammer Museum in Haines,
Remember
Alaska.
when we were in our cultural
Heritage of Austria class?
yes.
Yes.
And we went to that we went to the Natural History Museum. We went on top of it.
The roof, yeah.
And we saw those rooms with all the skulls in there.
Uh-huh.
That was cool. Also
Yes, it was.
I thought I had more to say, but it was cool seeing the skulls. And it's like those were real people.
Yep. It's pretty terrifying in a way. But yeah, it's really interesting to see all the different stuff they haven't. I mean, frankly, I think we could do a separate episode on obscure things in museums.
Oh, for sure.
Because there is
you're
a
right.
ton of obscure stuff in museums.
How do you feel about what are some of your favorite movies that come to mind?
Just like in general?
Sure.
I don't know.
Freeform. Let's see where your mind goes.
Freeform. Django Unchained's number one.
Okay.
Love Django Unchained.
Wrong answer. Keep going.
Let's see here. What else? I'm drawing some blanks here, Jared. Help a brother out.
Lord of the Rings. Do you like Lord of the Rings?
I do like Lord of the Rings. Indiana Jones.
Okay. See, these are good answers. How do you feel about Star Wars?
Star Wars is good.
Would you, and the reason, all right, so, see, we were on the same page. Would you visit, like, movie scenes, ex-movie scenes, or movie locations?
For Star Wars or just in general?
In general, I mean, you could go to, like, Scotland for some of the Game of Thrones stuff.
Right.
A lot of
New Zealand for Lord of the Rings.
There you go. That's why I brought that one up. While most, one of the, some of the Star Wars was filmed in Tunisia.
Tunisia would be cool to visit.
Leftover Star Wars sets from Tunisia. Yeah, that would be cool. And then also, I'm trying to think of some other ones. Where are some other ones? Anyway, would it be worth your time to make a trip around that?
Certain places, sure. Yeah, I think it would just depend more on if that place coincided with like a trip I was planning, because
you wouldn't go to that place for
the movie thing. No,
Yeah.
It would be more like I'm there, and then it's like, oh yeah, if we just go.
I like movies, but I honestly don't think there's any movie that I like that much.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure what place I would go to for that either. But yeah, you know what's a really obscure place? And it's also not too far from where we are. It's in Frankenmuth, Michigan.
Oh yeah.
You know where I'm going with this?
I can't think of what it's called, but
Bronners. So Bronners is this giant
is that the Christmas market?
Christmas store,
Okay.
and it is huge.
Is
it's
it
like
24?
the size.
Is it like year round?
I think they close. I think they close on Christmas. I hope they close on Christmas. They are a Christmas store.
But I mean, like, can you buy Is it open year round to buy Christmas
all the
stuff?
time. Yeah. Yep.
I haven't been there in a long time since I was a
It is
boy.
filled with all sorts of stuff. Everything you can imagine. Ornaments, clothing, small presents, everything.
Restaurants. Doesn't it?
Everything.
Doesn't it have restaurants?
I don't think so. Not in Bronners.
Okay. Oh, not
Do
in
they?
that place specifically.
I think they have like a little food
But
court.
don't they
or
have like a
something.
German theme going on in that whole area?
Yeah, that's Frankenmuth. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Would you do any sort of beach? Do you like the beach? Do you go to beach places? What kind of beach places have you been to?
I used to go to Florida when I was a kid with family and stuff. I'm not a huge beach guy. More of a lake and a mountain guy.
Okay. Would you do like a camp hike situation?
Sure. Why not?
And like camp part of it and spend the night and then camp, or hike part of it and then camp the night and then then continue on?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, I like the idea of that, but it does make me nervous.
Why is that?
Well, I wouldn't want to do it with a group of people. I'd want to do it with like my friends.
So it'd just be you and me, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. And I have no faith in your ability to help
So
me
what
if
beach?
anything goes wrong.
What beach place is this? What
beach place? What are
did
talking
you
about?
did you have like a set place or?
Oh no, but I wanted to ask you about like either I had a water theme going on in my head. I
Okay.
want to ask you about boat trips, or in Amsterdam there are those like boat hotels,
the house
hotels,
boats, botels.
or
I stayed in a botel in Prague. back in the day.
Okay, how was it?
It was all right.
Does it make you feel uncomfortable being that close to the street?
Not really, no. I mean, regular hotel, you're just the other side of the street.
But this was just a single boat. Like, it wasn't like a ship-style boat.
It was a decent-sized boat.
Oh, so it wasn't just like one boat it wasn't like a boat along the
It was a
canal
boat.
for
It was a
one person.
boatel on the Vltava River.
Right. I see what you're saying. But it was like a ship. I was thinking of like a
Small boat.
Like a houseboat.
Like a houseboat. Yeah. That'd be cool. I'd be down
I'm
to
sure
stay
you can
there.
Airbnb those pretty easily.
You think so?
If you can't Airbnb them, which I'm sure
You got to
can.
know people, I feel like.
No, come on.
No?
Please. If I know about it, and if I'm saying these things, you don't have to know anybody. Let's watch this. Amsterdam.
Here we go, people.
Boat hotels. I think Don actually stayed in one when he went to Amsterdam over
That
his
does
Euro
not
trip.
surprise me.
Yeah, no, you can stay on like a single one. Or also, what I like about I don't like beaches because I get tired of it, but I do like the idea of staying next to water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like whether it's next to an ocean or next to a lake, I do like that as a view. Do you have any weird like libraries that you'd want to go to or anything like that?
No, are there some weird libraries I should know about that I should be going to?
The libraries of Chinguetti. Have you heard of that?
I have not.
5 ancient libraries, nearly unchanged since medieval times, are
cool.
slowly being eaten by the desert in the stark city of. I want you to guess where Chinguetti is.
Okay.
In the
I didn't
stark
read
city of Chinguetti, home to some of the world's most important Quranic texts. Where do you think Chinguetti is?
Saudi Arabia?
No, wrong continent.
Really? It's up. So it's in Asia. Is it in Asia?
No, wrong continent.
Middle East.
That's what you just said, isn't it? Isn't that where Saudi Arabia would technically be?
Yeah.
Technically be?
Africa?
There you go.
Egypt?
No.
No? Where is it?
Mauritania. That's Africa, right?
Mauritania?
Mauritania.
Yeah?
Not Mauritania.
I have no idea how to say it. Well, Jared, are you into voodoo?
I love voodoo. I have one of you.
A voodoo doll of me? I knew it.
Really
Okay.
without it.
That's why I've been extra smiley these last few days. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why.
So, well, Jared, if you're into voodoo, you can visit the grave of Marie Laveau, who was the voodoo queen in New Orleans, Louisiana. Although I guess right now would not be the time to go.
Have you been to Have you been to New Orleans before?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
There are a lot of like voodoo-esque stores.
Sure.
In there too, and
Sure.
they can be cool or creepy depending on your disposition.
That's fair. That's fair. I hope everything goes okay for everybody down there.
Me too. It's a bummer, but it's also like I mean, not that people shouldn't live there and all that stuff, but it's like, man, it's also must just be tough knowing that like, oh, I hope I'm not in the area that gets badly affected this time.
Right. Right.
How about the hidden Egyptian temple and field museum break room?
What exactly is that?
It's a normal office break room, fluorescent lighting, coat rack, microwave, but it's located in a museum. So of course there's something a little
Quirky.
about it. In this case, it's the 4,300-year-old Egyptian chapel sealed up behind the wall.
Okay.
So it's hilarious that there's that behind it, but you know the attraction is also the break room in front. Do you know where that is?
Mm-mm.
Well, we did a travel series about this location.
Really?
Travel tips, excuse me.
Travel tips.
Like I get the branding right.
Philly?
No, Chicago.
Okay.
Chicago, yeah.
Chicago?
Chicago.
So, Jared, what are your thoughts on things that are phallic?
I love. What do you mean?
Things that are penis shaped.
How do I feel about it?
Yeah. Are you a fan?
Yeah, sure.
Well, then you need to head to Reykjavik,
Untranslatable
Iceland.
Podcast on Instagram. Slide into the DMs.
Spread a
Oh,
little
God.
love.
So, yes, there is Iceland's Phallus Museum, which is one one of Reykjavik's most unique tourist attractions, colloquially, sorry, I can't speak tonight, known as the Penis Museum. It hosts a collection of over 200 phallic specimens representing almost every mammal in the country.
Ooh.
So, Jared, if you ever wanted to see what a whale penis looks like, this is where you can do it. Although it is in a jar, of course.
They're just they're not just lying at the table. They don't get fresh ones every morning.
Oh God. Oh jeez.
Hold on. Okay, mammals. You said?
Yeah, mammals. I wonder why mammals.
Yeah. What do you think would be what would be one you'd be interested to see?
Maybe elephant. Does it look like their trunk?
Yeah, I've actually seen an elephant before, and when I was in South Africa. Yeah. I'd be interested to see maybe. I'd be interested to see maybe like a something small. I think.
Okay.
Like a chinchilla or something like that.
You think they have those? Maybe they do. Who knows?
They have 2,000 animals.
Was it 2,000 or 200? Thought it was 200, but hey.
It was 2,000.
Was it 2,000? Was it really?
Anyway, give me another one.
200
Okay.
phallic specimens, Jared. Not 2,000. That's a lot. You want another one, Jared? I will give you another one. How about the Prada in the desert in Valentine, Texas?
Does someone like man the store?
Nope. It was put up as an art piece. See, look. So.
Is there real Prada in there?
Nope. There's nothing in there you can buy or get.
But there's nothing in there you can buy, but is there actually Prada in there? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Okay.
This bizarre store has no door through its front windows, which displays 20 left-foot shoes and 6 purses. The structure is permanently locked
real,
up.
then.
Yep.
That's
And there
probably
are
part of
very
the
few
reason
signs
why
of
they
life.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. But yeah, so there you go. If you want to just window shop literally here.
It's not even like a particularly nice building. Look at the sidewall. It's like...
Yep. Looks like it's been spray painted.
I don't understand the art of it. I don't get it. What statement are they making?
I guess the story is that back in the day, someone said, well, there's no Prada in Texas, which means that, like, I guess Texas is not classy. And so they did this kind of as a joke.
Okay. I mean, all right. Do you like Bibles?
I love Bibles, Jared.
The oldest bibliophilia club in America celebrates 100 years in Upper East Side location this year. Established in 1884, the stately Grolier Club is a center for the celebration in the beauty of art of books, packed with texts on the literary arts such as bookbinding and illustration. Oh, bibliophile is not Bible specifically. It's just
books. Yeah.
Do you know where that is?
I love books. I don't. Where is it?
It's in New York.
Okay. Well, Jared, have you ever felt like you have had your world just flipped upside down?
Turned upside down sometimes, Chad.
Well, then you need to head to Kota Kinabalu in East Malaysia, where they have the Rumah Terbalik upside down house. And this is crazy. Apparently, the upside down houses, you can also find them in China, Japan, Russia, Poland, Germany, and Austria as well. But this house was opened in 2012 as a tourist attraction, and it is crazy. I mean, the house literally, it looks like somebody just flipped it and put it back in the ground.
Yeah, but it also at the same time kind of makes sense.
Does it?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you had some sort of support beams, I would assume right there, it actually kind of makes sense. It makes sense in the sense that it actually doesn't look weird for that long. It kind of looks like a cool house.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look so weird that it'll throw you off forever.
The roof down here is what throws me off.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's some like support beams or something.
Right.
There.
Yeah.
And that could easily be a basement too. I mean, I guess I don't know where that is, but I don't know what their flood situation could be like.
But yeah, looks interesting though. So check that out.
Sure.
If you're into upside down houses.
Sure. Do you like pinball?
I've been known to play some pinball in my day.
Professional and Amateur Pinball Association World Headquarters. Where would you guess that would be?
Is it in the States?
It's in the States.
Oh man.
Betcha.
It's also it's also the name of a good college. It's also the name of a very famous performance place. It's also the name of a very rich person. It's also the name of a kind of fruit.
Kind of fruit?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
The Carnegie melon. Have you had one of those before?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's in Carnegie, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I like pinball, but I feel like I'm way worse at it at a place where my money's being spent on it. Like I feel like I so
That's
often
fair.
have situations where it's going right down the middle and it's out
And
of
you
my
hit
control.
it, and yeah. That's how they make their money, Jared.
That's true, but come on, let me have a chance.
That's right. Well, Jared, you know what they call people that are from Lower Michigan, right?
Yes, trolls.
Well, if you like trolls, Jared, maybe you should also head to...
Follow us on Twitter, Untranslatable1, for some trolling.
There you go. Lots of trolls.
Mm-hmm.
But there is the Fremont Troll in Seattle, Washington, which is an emerald city underneath the Aurora Bridge. And this thing is just creepy looking. Look at it, Jared.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It looks cool though. You can climb up on it, I bet.
Probably, yeah. Take some selfies.
Yeah.
Bring your selfie sticks, people, to the Fremont Troll in Seattle, Washington.
Yeah. Okay. And that is what someone that's a troll on Twitter probably looks like too.
Yep. Most likely.
You were in you were in Czech Republic recently. Did you ever go to the Melnik Chapel of Bones? Have you heard of that?
I know exactly what that is, but I have not been there, no.
Did you hear about it when you were there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Who told you about it?
I mean, it's a big tourist attraction. A lot of people know about it.
That makes sense.
It's in...
What do you know about it?
It's in...
I just said where it is.
Well, it's in... I'm trying to think if it's Kutnahori or Krushnahori.
Oh, the region?
Yeah.
Well, tell me about the place. I'll tell you whether it's in Krishna or Mritsnahori.
I think it's in Krushnahori.
Oh, wait. Is Melnik... It says Czechia on the thing.
Yeah, Czechia is the new Czech Republic. That's how you're...
That's what they call it now?
Yeah, Czechia.
Okay.
I'm old school, though, and still say Czech Republic, but it's Czechia.
Chad's old school.
Yep. Heard it here.
Tell me about this place. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
The Bone Cathedral. I mean, it's just a big tourist attraction.
Oh, you never said the bone part though.
Yeah, I mean it's a whole cathedral, and it's like all the
is it made out of
bones? I don't think the actual cathedral is made out of bones.
Yeah, that doesn't seem realistic.
Where is it? Can I?
You see it?
Oh, so okay, nope. So Melnik is in. No, never mind. There's another one.
Do you know what that is?
I've never been there. No.
Česká Lípa? Is?
Oh yeah, I know where Česká Lípa is.
Is that a city?
Yeah.
Do you know what the name of this region is though?
That region should be
the region right above Prague.
Right.
Ústí nad Labem.
Is it really? Are you sure that's Ústecký kraj?
Well, that's what that says right there.
Yeah, that's a city.
Oh, okay.
Up there.
Is that where
I lived right over there.
Was?
No. He was way over here.
Oh, it's Karlové.
Yeah.
That's where it is.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
But yeah, no, that's cool though. But I think it's in, let's see here. I think it's in Kutnahori, or Kutnahora Bone Church right here. So apparently there's two in the Czech Republic.
Now, when people actually went to church there, were they sitting in? When people actually went, oh no, this looks like something from Van Helsing.
Yep. Yes, it does.
When people were actually going to church there, were those bones there?
I would assume so.
Is that like intentional to scare the people?
Maybe reminds them that we're not here forever, Jared.
Actually, I don't hate it.
Yeah. It's interesting, though. Yeah. I mean, the Czech Republic has some...
This is good for your future.
Stuff, right? There's another kind of cool museum that I'm hoping to go to when I'm back there, which is it's the Museum of Secret Societies. So it's about like the Freemasons and stuff like
Illuminati?
that. Yep.
Okay.
All that good stuff. So, yeah.
Okay.
Lizard and that people? Is in Loket. 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 Which means elbow in
Czech Republic?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I got. It's weird also not knowing like the time, but that's all I got.
Okay.
Do you have anything else?
No, I think we're good on the.
Okay.
We're good on the. We can always do another episode later because
Yeah.
there's lots of other obscure
For
things
sure.
around the world.
For sure.
So I think it's time we get into the song of the pod, which today, we try to cover international artists, but today Jared and I were listening to this artist, and his music just blew us away, and so we had to give this guy some credit. His name is Eric Gales. He is a killer guitar player. And
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm so antsy. You brought him up to me today. How is it again that you came across this man?
He was opening for Gary Clark Jr., one of my favorite guitar players. And Gary basically said in an interview that it felt, difficult coming on after Eric Gales because he's just so talented.
Right.
Not that Gary Clark Jr. isn't. He's also amazing. But I mean, this guy, his phrasing, the way he plays, he is absolutely awesome. He's a lefty and he plays the guitar upside down.
He kind of looks like a mix of Pusha T and Andre 3000.
Yeah, a little bit, doesn't he? But the song is Catfish Blues / Six Deep. Catfish Blues is an old school blues tune that Muddy Waters did, and Six Deep is one of Eric Gale's songs.
Now, as a guitarist and a fan of this style of music, this is right up your alley. Mm-hmm. What kind of influences do you hear from him?
That's a good question. A lot of Jimi Hendrix, a lot of old blues kind of roots.
Who's that?
What?
Who's that?
So, I don't know, like Freddie King, Albert King, B.B. King, the Three Kings.
You missed it. I meant who's Jimi Hendrix?
Oh, this guy right here, if you look, Jimi Hendrix. But yeah, and he just kills it. His phrasing, the way he plays. Mm-hmm. And, the crazy thing about blues music is it's easy to play the blues. It's hard to play the blues well.
Right.
And this guy,
I can agree to that. After
pardon my
jamming with you
French,
last
but this
week.
guy plays the shit out of the blues.
Oh,
he
Chad,
kills it.
easy.
Absolutely
Gator.
kills it. So check that out, Eric Gales.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it, though, Jared?
I like it. I got a lot of Jimi Hendrix vibes, but I don't want to be the one to say it because that seems like anyone that has ever heard anyone play guitar would say like that and be like, "Oh, it sounds like Jimi Hendrix," or bring up Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
But I do hear it too. I thought he was older than that when I just heard him before I saw him. This is the first time I actually saw his face. He kind of sounds older. He has a funny way of singing. Like he's not he's not really, you want to call him like a quote unquote good singer maybe, but he's got a very unique
Speak
style.
for yourself, my man.
He's a good singer because he has a very unique style that he plays well, but he's not like a classically good singer.
Sure.
Like people wouldn't say like, "Oh my gosh, is he trained? Has he had a voice coach since 4? I don't know."
Speak for yourself. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But
am I talking
put some respect on the name, Jared.
Am I wrong for saying that?
No, you're not wrong.
Okay.
I'm just giving you.
Okay, cuz now I feel bad.
No, you're good.
Listen, no disrespect. I like his music.
He's
We've listened to it all
fantastic.
day.
I
As
think
lose
I
in
think the
FIFA.
thing is that I'm sure his voice, based on the way he plays guitar, is probably his guitar. Would that be safe to say? It's like his main voice.
Say that again. His guitar is his main voice. Is what you
Yeah,
mean?
just the way he he sings with his guitar. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And he's fantastic. So check that out. Untranslatable One on Twitter. Eric Gales,
Gotcha.
Catfish, Blues, and 6 Feet Deep. So Jared, do you have some Espanol for us today?
I do. And now I don't really have an excuse except for I'm still adjusting to the fact that I have a job, but I have not been watching
Falsa Identidad?
I want to. It's hard for me to watch TV shows. I've always been bad at watching TV shows. And that does not mean I don't every now and then scroll through your book that you gave me. Even if I haven't fully
You better be.
gotten anything picked up yet. It's a process, everyone. I do have a word for today. And it is, once I bring it up, I'll tell you, it is raro.
Okay.
Raro. Que raro.
Que raro.
Que raro. A-R-R-O. Raro.
A-R-A-O?
Raro. Let me make sure I got that
Okay.
right.
I'm so confused.
Yeah,
right now.
raro.
Raro?
Riding in the raro.
What is it?
It's a que raro. Some people might say some of our Spanish listeners or Spanish-speaking listeners, after they comment on this podcast and give us 5-star reviews, they might say 5-star reviews, but que raro.
Raro.
Is that an English word or something?
No.
It just means weird. How weird.
Yeah, I like it.
You say yeah like you knew it. I guess you did. I just did see you look.
I saw it because I needed to visualize the spelling of the word. I'm weird like that.
I think I need to visualize the English.
No, that too.
I said RARO. You need to see it.
Yeah. Yep. Well, good to know. Yeah, que raro. How weird.
Yeah.
You could definitely say that for this episode. There's been a lot of weird things, and probably some more weird things to come in the future. But
You betcha.
since we did talk about tourist attractions, let's joke around with some tourists for a moment. So here we go, Jared. Let me find the one that I liked earlier. So Jared, why do elephants like to travel?
Because they can pack their trunks.
You took it. Good work. Good work.
I'm starting to embrace just ruining the punchline of these.
That's
jokes.
fair. Where
like a genius
Where do
would do.
wolves stay when they like to travel?
In a holiday inn.
What? Good work. 2 for 2.
Really?
2 for 2.
Oh my gosh.
2 for 2.
Now I'm starting to feel bad actually again.
Yep. You've just
Nothing chilling in the holiday inn.
you've just taken
We
the
have chingy money now.
That's right. All right, let me find one more that you don't know. Okay, here we go, Jared.
All right.
Found one for you. What do goblins like to send their friends when they travel?
Goblets.
Ghost cards, my man.
Oh.
Ghost cards. You heard it here.
Goblins and ghosts are related?
They're buddies. They're all homies.
Okay. I didn't know that. I don't know
Why
that.
not? Now you know. You won't know if you don't know.
Oh my gosh.
And that's just how the cookie crumbles.
I'm starting to, I used to be nervous. Not nervous, but I used to not like just ruining the punchline, but I'm going to embrace that more.
You might as well.
Let the world know how smart I am.
That's right. Flex on them with your
These
punchline
jokes
knowledge.
are nothing to me.
That's right. I'm trying to just make them solid giases, that's for sure.
Okay.
Well, Jared, I think the beauty of obscure tourist attractions is this. Life is short. Time is sweet. Sometimes you just got to get a little weird.
Yeah.
You betcha.
Would you do any sort of bungee jumping and
Nope.
or
That's a hard no for me.
so it's going to be a no to the where you jump out of a plane? Skydiving?
Skydiving, yep, that's probably also a hard no.
How about parasailing where you're connected to a boat?
That'd be cool. That'd be fun, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. I could see how that would get ugly real quick.
That's actually not parasailing, is it? Parasailing
Paragliding?
is I think I don't know. Yeah, I don't like water stuff, especially in the ocean. That just makes me uncomfortable in general.
That's fair. That's fair. But hey, be safe, but also don't be afraid to be weird.
For sure.
So let us know some obscure tourist attractions that you know of at untranslatablepodcast@gmail.com. Tune into our Twitter, Untranslatable1, for our Songs of the Pod and other great tweets coming out from my man Jared. Also check out our website, untranslatablepodcast.com. And lastly, peep our Instagram for some fun photos of all sorts of different stuff. Untranslatable Podcast.
You betcha.
And lastly, please, 5-star reviews on iTunes and Stitcher. Let us know what we can do, to make this podcast better.
Spread a little love.
So thank you all very much. We appreciate all of your support. And as we say here at the Untranslatable Podcast, Decúyame a muchas gracias.